Hi, I'm Alex Yoong, and I'm an ex-F1 driver, and today I'm here at the Axel Sports Academy here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and we are going to try out the new FR X22 from RaceRoom. Today, RaceRoom are giving me the privilege of trying out the new FR X22, a modern Formula car. It's pretty cool. And I am on a RaceRoom 3-motion sim. You can feel everything the car does. You can feel the car go down as the downforce builds. You can even feel the porpoising as it goes down the straight. And of course, I'm using the new Asher Racing wheel. It's pretty cool. It's got all the dials, all the rotary switches. It is very, very cool indeed. It's a modern car, you know, it's got a 1.6 litre V6 turbo hybrid engine, a lot of power in that. It's a bit heavy, like a modern Formula car, you know, I think it's about almost 800 kilos. 8-speed paddle gearbox, and of course over 1,000 horsepower. So you can really feel the weight when you go through the slower corners, but when you go through the faster corners with 1,000 horsepower, my God, it feels fantastic. We do have a modern halo in this, and I think when you look through the halo and it's right there, it does affect the vision. When you drive these cars in real life, you have two eyes, and you've got 3D perception, so you can see around the halo. But on a 2D screen, you can't really do that. So what I like to do is I like to turn off the halo. And you can do that by going to options, and then you go to gameplay. And under gameplay, there's camera effects. Just tick the box that turns off the halo, and it just becomes transparent, and that's much easier to drive. Now, tire choice is free in every session. You can use the soft, mediums, or hards. Softs kind of last for 20 minutes with normal tire wear. Mediums about 40 minutes, hards about 90 minutes. And of course, you want to use it for strategy. Especially in a race situation, you might want to go long and use the hard tires. It's not as quick as the soft tires, but of course you can go a lot longer, and maybe you can do less pit stops in the race. Now, engine maps, you want to bind your keys to the engine map so you can play around with it. Of course, more power means more fuel consumption in the internal combustion engine, so you have to watch out for that. Again, it comes in the strategy, and I love all these strategy things about it. You know, if you want to kind of stretch your stint, then maybe go for low power, and then it allows you to just go longer with the stints, less fuel consumption. And then there's the MGUK modes as well, which is the motor generator unit for the kinetic energy, which is through the rear axle. We have all these cool things just like a modern Formula car. So, you know, really top level cars that we're racing here. Now, of course, the kinetic energy is from the rear axle. So that does affect, if you use a lot of power from that, it does affect your off throttle response, you know, really slows the car down. And you will have to play with brake bias a bit to get the most out of the MGUK. It's all about racing, isn't it? You know, you don't want to drive cars that you can't follow each other and you can't overtake. And of course, all the downforce is now, well, most of the downforce is generated from the floor. So you can follow the cars a lot closer, like you've seen in a lot of racing this year in real life. But we do have the overtake button, just like in real life too. You press the overtake button, gives you a lot more power than just an engine mode. And also, you don't just use it for overtaking. If you need to defend, you can use the overtake button to defend too. And along with the overtake button, we have DRS, drag reduction system. Quite similar to the FR X17 in the fact that if you're within a second of the car in front, you can use it up to 3 times a lap. So that's a really powerful tool, especially down the long straights. Again, a strategic tool, and we're going to see people using that. So I think we're going to see a lot of overtaking, especially in our E1 championship, which is coming up. So that'll be really good for the racing. So the FR X22 is now out. So you can download RaceRoom for free. So just go ahead and download the game, and then you get the car as well, and get the tracks that you want from the in-game store. There are lots of cool leaderboards. That's a great thing about RaceRoom. When you see what lap times you can beat, who you can beat that's out there, come and try and beat my lap time too.